Hey everyone, today we're jumping into something really cool called iPelikula. It's all about reimagining how we tell stories, especially short stories, for a whole new generation. So let's get right into it.
So, here's a big question for you. How do you actually tell a story in a new generation? I mean, stories themselves are timeless, right? But the way we tell them, that's always changing. So how do we keep up? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore.
All right, first up, a new storytelling canvas. Think about that for a second. It's not about throwing out the old ways, not at all. It's about taking modern tools and using them to amplify what makes a story incredible in the first place. You know, the emotion, the characters, all that good stuff.
And this really gets to the heart of it all. Every great story deserves a new way to be told. It's not about erasing the classics, but finding fresh ways to interpret them, especially in shorter, punchier formats that just fit how we consume things today, you know?
Okay, so what is iPelikula? Let's break down the brand that's really championing this whole new way of telling stories.
You know, the name itself tells you everything you need to know. You've got pelikula, which is the Filipino word for film, so right there, you're honoring this deep cultural history. Then you add that little I at the beginning, and that's all about innovation, a new, modern approach. It's this awesome blend of heritage and a vision for what's next.
And check this out. Their entire philosophy is summed up right here in the logo and tagline: honoring the craft, adapting the future. I mean, that's it in a nutshell, isn't it? It's so clear. They're all about respecting the fundamentals while totally embracing whatever comes next.
The logo itself actually tells a story, which is so cool. So it starts with a classic 35mm camera, right? That's the respect for the legends. But then you see the film reel, and it starts to change. It morphs into something new. And what does it become? A dragon, which is just this incredible symbol of adapting with vision and innovation. It's literally the entire mission in one image. Okay, so we get the philosophy, it's awesome. But what about the stories? Let's talk about the actual content, which is all about stories from Southeast Asia. And this quote, this really says it all. "iPelikula is Pinoy flavor, and our films will be mainly Southeast Asian and Pinoy Noir, which is rooted on my experiences for the past 3 decades in Southeast Asia." So we're talking about a super authentic voice here, a distinct Pinoy flavor. This isn't just some generic stuff. It's personal. It comes from 3 decades of actual experience in the region. That's real. So, what's coming first? Here's the first wave of stories. We've got Lapu 70s, which is fantasy. Clutch of Fate, a romance. Sakay, for action fans. Treatment, a medical drama. And Liquid, which is horror. I mean, look at that variety. They're really going for it, exploring all these different genres right from the get-go. But those first few stories? That's just the beginning. There's a much bigger, much more ambitious goal here, and they're calling it the 50 by 50 goal.
50. What does that mean? It means 50 unique titles. The goal is to create this huge, rich library of these new generation stories. 50 of them.
And hey, this isn't just some vague idea. There's a real plan in place. They're going to start project updates in mid-March 2026. Then, the first story, Lapu 70s, premieres on April 11th, 2026. And the big one? The goal is to hit all 50 stories by February 7th, 2027. It's a huge goal, for sure, but they have a roadmap to get there.
So this whole thing is really about building something totally new, right? From the ground up. And, you know, for something like that to work, well, that's where people like you come in. Which brings us to the big question, right? After hearing all this, are you ready to be a part of it?
Because you can actually help bring these incredible stories to life. At the end of the day, this is an independent project. Its success, really, it all comes down to supporters who believe in this different way of telling stories.
So, if this vision for a new generation of storytelling is something you're excited about, you can actually become a backer. You can help fund these short stories. The place to go is buymeacoffee.com/ipelikula. And of course, that link is right there in the description for you. It really makes you think, doesn't it? In a world just overflowing with content, what are the stories that really need to be told?